Hello, all you beautiful souls out there. Hello and welcome. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be our next 72-hour reading. Let's see what we're kicking off the week, the beginning of the week. This is our Monday reading. I do this on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but these are timeless readings, so whenever you find it, there's probably something in it meant for you. If it doesn't resonate for whatever reason, maybe you're not here yet, go ahead and go. This may be future energy for you. It could be past energy for you. So if it doesn't resonate or doesn't feel like it's resonating for whatever reason, go check out my next 72-hour playlist. Look for a reading, a title that you're drawn to, and that might be where you are, because we all experience things at different times, and that's okay. So for me, I tend to experience things usually a few days to a week or two before the collective does. That's how I typically am when I watch readings. A lot of stuff has already happened for me, and that's okay. It's just where you are on the timeline. We're all in slightly different places. So we have coming through here for the next 72 hours, we have ascending. You are making a leap in consciousness now. Let go of anything holding you back. We are, as a collective, we are seriously being propelled into a new cycle that kind of kicked off like big time with the full moon last week, where the universe is really asking us to make this paradigm shift, to end old cycles and start anew. Like there's new cycles trying to come in. It's wanting us to wrap up the old cycles. It's been trying to wrap up lingering karma. Some people don't subscribe to karma, and that's okay, but it's saying there's things in our lives that is trying to shift and change into something else. Like we're moving into, it's like when you move from one location to another. There's things that you have to do in order to change, to move from this location to that location. You have to pack up all your stuff, and you have to, you may have to change jobs. You may have to, there's a laundry list of things that we have to do to close out that old place before we can move into a new place. And it's, or even from one job to another. Think about that, but then put that into your life, think of it from a mental standpoint. There's things that no longer serve us, we're clearing out our we're internally preparing for a new destination, if that makes sense. So it's like closing out the things. It's like that laundry list of, okay, is this in my life, this aspect of my life still serving me? Am I taking this with me? So it's like when we're packing to move. That was kind of a good analogy to use, because like when we're packing to move, we start sorting through our stuff and say, should I keep this? Do I get rid of that? Am I taking this to the new place? Am I not? And so we're doing that on an internal level. Like internally, we're going through and saying, does this value system serve me? Is it going to, can I take this forward into this new way of being, this new person I'm becoming? Or does this no longer serve me? Do I need to get rid of this way of thinking, this way of being, because it's just not going to work for me in where I'm going? And so that's what we're kind of doing. It's clearing out. It's like going through and evaluating who we are and who we're becoming. Okay, who we were, who we are, and who we will be. And so it's going through like I said, it kind of compare it to when you're getting ready to move physically locations, and you're sorting through your stuff. You're physically sorting through your belongings, but we're doing that on internal, on a mental level. We're sorting through our thoughts and beliefs and concepts of who the person that we've been, the person we're changing into, and the person we want to be. So like if you decide that, like you've realized recently that you need to do more of X, Y, and Z in your life. You haven't been doing enough of it because that's something you really want. You want to incorporate, like, okay, I'll use me for example, travel. I've always had a desire to travel. I'm getting ready to kick off, and I'm as we speak. I'm in the middle of traveling as we speak because I actually did this slightly ahead of time. So I'm in the middle of traveling as we speak. So um, for me to get there, I had to let go of a lot of things. I had to let go of a mindset that I couldn't travel, that I couldn't make time for that in my life. I had to get over any fears I had about traveling alone, about being in, different countries, of not knowing the language, of whatever fears came up. I had to work through those because I couldn't bring those with me and still be able to do what I'm doing. So there's things that we're working through at this time that are saying, that we were making a leap in consciousness. We're basically sorting through who we were and who we want to be, and what can we take with us and what can we not. And then we have dolled up best self forward attraction. I like this energy because this is a glow up energy. It's saying that we are ascending, we are glowing up. It's confirming that, because this is glow up energy. Dolled up is essentially the same as, like, this is almost like a Queen of Wands energy. It's it could be almost even an Empress energy. It's a very attracting energy. We have attraction here. It's glow up energy, and that's what happens when we ascend, when we let go of things that aren't serving us, and we get more into alignment with who we really are. Authentically who we are, and we're walking into who we really are, or who we want to be, or what we want to incorporate in our life. We're getting really more in touch with ourselves, and who we want to be, the person, the life we want to live. And that's what's happening on for us all on a collective level. So 2 cards on this ascending. We have the 2 of Cups, coming into harmony, coming into union with the people, places, and things that are more aligned with us, that are in alignment, that are in union with our energy and who we are as a person. 3 of Cups. Interesting. So that's moving forward. It's making that leap in consciousness, finding the people, places, and things that we're aligned with, and uniting with them. So it's doing that. We have to be we have to be in our authentic energy to draw in and attract the things that align with us, so that we can bring those into our life, so that we can come into union with them. We can reunite or unite with those things in our life and move toward them, ascend toward them. Give me 2 cards on this dolled up energy. Look at that, the 10 of Cups. So much cup energy. I love this. This is all positive emotions, the Knight of Pentacles. So the one caveat, and there's always going to be a slight caveat always, because there's light and shadow. We all have light and shadow. There's always going to be there. For things to be in harmony, there's always going to be positive and negative. Like there's got to be that, balance between the two. There's always that duality. We are living in a world of duality. So amongst all this wonderful, beautiful energy that is here, and this is nothing too serious or too negative. It's just saying that things might take longer than we're expecting, and that could cause a little bit of ruffles. So it's like saying, don't get discouraged if things take a little bit longer than you're expecting. Like because you're feeling all this positive energy, or because we're, as a collective, feeling all this positive energy, feeling uplifted, we're feeling this, like we're moving into a new place. And there's so much cups here, like, so we're definitely in our emotions, like we're going to be in our emotions at this time. But I feel like it's positive emotions. I feel like we're moving toward positive places, or feeling more optimistic than we this week, or the next few days, than we have in the past. And Oh, interesting enough, because this is on the backside of like yesterday. We just did yesterday was the weekly reading, and the weekly reading talked about enjoy the ride. Like that it was the epitome of going on a joy ride. That this week was going to be great, but not to get up in your head and not to worry about the details, just enjoy the ride, And so this is that good energy coming through where we're going to feel really good and we're going to feel really optimistic and we're going to feel like we're going to have this momentum and this energy to propel us forward. But that weekly reading was talking about that we might not know how to make it happen or where to go, which direction to go, or whatever. And that's where things could slow down so they could there could be this like thing that comes in that like even though you're ready to be propelled forward, you're ready to leap forward, there might be something that comes in that actually can make it a little more challenging to stay in this energy. Okay, it might slow things down, which might cause some irritation and frustration because you're ready to move forward, you're ready to be on this joy ride, but there might be something that comes in that kind of stops you, that kind of puts you dead in your tracks, or kind of is like this thing that you need to get past that's slowing down the ride. Okay, so imagine that you're on a joyride, you're in, and an animal comes out in front of the road, and so now you have to come to a stop and you have to wait for that animal to cross the road. And so you weren't expecting it and you're ready to get on with your trip. You were enjoying it. And now you're sitting here having to wait, kind of tapping your toes, going, come on, let's get on with it already. So there's this thing that might happen, that even though you're feeling really good and you're really ready to go and you're ready to tackle the world and you're really feeling good and optimistic, there might be this thing that happens in the next couple days that just it puts a slight damper on it. It doesn't take you out completely out of that new energy, but it's like that one last thing you might have to deal with, or that might have to, the roadblock that needs to be cleared. Okay, and it could be with this ascending card and talking about a leap in consciousness. Let go of anything holding you back. Let go of anything holding you back. This is what is holding you back. Okay, so this is that thing that's coming in to say this is what's holding you back, but don't let it hold you back. Don't let anything hold you back. So even though this is coming in and showing up for us at this time, saying, it's just to make us aware of what the roadblock is. Okay, so don't be afraid of it. Like, don't get frustrated or mad at it, because the universe is just saying it's wanting to put this roadblock there so that you're aware, so you can clear it out of the way, so that you can move past it. It's like that animal crossing the road. It's gonna go, it's just there temporarily. It'll move out of the way, it'll get out of the way, and the road will clear. It's just a temporary roadblock. It's something you have to move out of the way. Or maybe, a limb has fallen in the road, and so now you either have to find a way around it, or you have to, it's just something that's keeping you from moving forward, and the universe is just putting it there to show it to you so that you can know that obstacle is there, so that you can move past it and into, onward on your journey. So that's what I have for you. That's our next 72-hour reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that resonated with you and you got something out of it. I hope you'll hit that thumbs up to support my channel. That really does help us all and so greatly out here. I thank you all for your support. I wish you the very best. Much harmony and gratitude to you, my friends.